really good, because first I'm going to just read a brief, I'm going to read a synopsis. It's set in the glamour of 1950s post-war London. Renowned dressmaker Reynolds Woodcock, who's played by Daniel Day-Lewis, and his sister Serial, which is played by Leslie Manfield, are the center of British fashion, dressing royalty, music stars, heiresses, socialites, debutantes, and dames with the distinct style of the House of Woodcock. Women come and go through Woodcock's life, providing the confirmed bachelor with inspiration and companionship until he comes across a young, strong-willed woman, Alma, who's played by Vicky Krieps. I guess I said that right, who soon becomes a fixture in his life as his muse and lover. Once controlled and planned, he finds his carefully tailored life is disrupted by love. One of the things that I found interesting about the director as well as Daniel Day-Lewis is, I'm gonna try to pull parts of it, but the interest of Anderson grew as he discovered the life and work of Spanish couturier Cristobal Balenciaga, who lived 1895 to 1972, whose collections were internationally known or renowned for their iconic lacework, innovative cutting, and shapely elegance. So one of the things that Anderson, the director, producer, thought about was Balenciaga reminded Anderson of his There Will Be Blood star, Daniel Day-Lewis, with whom he was eager to reunite for another project. He said, Daniel is so handsome, but we made a film together in which he was rather ugly in terms of character and setting, says Anderson. I started thinking how I would make him more handsome, seeing how fashionable he was in his everyday life, knowing well his love for clothing and grooming and making things with his hands. As a major Hollywood star who also happens to be a trained shoemaker, Daniel Day-Lewis perfectly encapsulated the writer-director's burgeoning interest in Balenciaga. Isn't that
that's really dope?
Isn't that something to know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I really like the way he approached choosing Daniel Day-Lewis, and just the fact that he's a trained shoemaker.
Yeah.
Makes me want to
a cobbler.
like know more about him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like now I want to see more of his work. I don't know, it just says a lot about his character, you know, and that it also says a lot about people that are artists, that sometimes we hold ourselves back because when you truly love art, you're gifted in more than one thing, and sometimes you feel like you have to stick to that one thing, or that you can't be good at all of them, but you really can. You can explore every part of your creative side without feeling like you're not good enough to do it. Because one of the things that is a cliche or not, doesn't hold a lot of weight is to say that saying, what is it, how do they say, jack of all trades, master of none. But that's not really true. I know people who are jack of all trades, but they master everything they put their hands to. And so I think that's where one of the roots of imposter syndrome, because we kind of let the wrong thoughts play in our heads. When you can be a creative person and be really good at everything that God put in you, because how we're made is how we're made. So I could go on, but I'm gonna stop.
I want to hear more.
Yeah, but we'll do it another time.
Veronica, you should start you should just do videos of you talking about stuff. I would listen to them all day long.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So let's begin.